Hi everyone, this is Joe Brewer here from Earth Regenerators and the work we're doing in Barichara, Colombia. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how we're doing the work that is using Prosocial here. There's a lot that I could say about what we're doing with Earth Regenerators, but I'll let that be another story. Here in Barichara, Colombia, we are using Prosocial Processes to initially we set up an advisory council for distributing a regeneration fund, which enabled us to support 15 local projects and invite and engage participants from those projects into a weaving process that kept growing our capacities and increasing our movement toward a territorial scale of work. And that's my daughter in the background right there. And then later what we started to do was begin a process of exploring and learning about foundations that work at the territorial scale, enabling us to start working on experiments in community philanthropy and in creating community-oriented funds that work strategically in different areas. One of those areas has been in the transformation of local food systems by working with a network of campesino families led by a wonderful local woman named Margarita Higuera, who has been working with campesino families for years on gathering knowledge about native plants. Elise, I need you to wait, sweetie, because I'm giving a little video here. And really building trust and collaboration among people here to engage in reforestation around agroforestry systems and around learning the uses of native plants and how to process them to create highly nutritious foods that are also valuable to sell into the tourism market. And then also, more recently, about 5 months ago, we started a project to create a syntropic agroforestry learning center, which focuses on running workshops that set up demonstration projects, where we have about 30 students participate in a workshop, learn the fundamental principles of syntropic agroforestry, and then participate in 2 years of fieldwork designing and constructing a syntropic agroforestry system that then we can maintain and grow as a community demonstration site. And we've been doing this work in several of the veredas, or rural zones of the territory, to build collaboration, to cultivate leadership, to attract youth from the countryside, to train them and build their confidence that they can engage in a different type of local economic activity that will restore native ecology and preserve historical traditional culture. And then there's other work that we're doing in the area working on trauma healing after decades of violence and environmental destruction, focusing on education of children. And there's a wonderful local organization called Fundación Ojo de Agua, the Eye of Water Foundation, that has been working to train children in elementary and middle schools in the methods of photography and interviews to be able to create documentary films and theater, and then perform the theater or produce and do public showings of the documentaries that they create to engage people in community processes. And so, as you can see, we're working across many scales and with many different community groups with a decentralized web of cooperative efforts. And we engage in prosocial around creating shared mission and purpose, cultivating shared identity, restoring trust and confidence after a history of violence and fragmentation, and building a framework where we can work on growing to the scale of 500,000 hectares of land to restore the local ecosystem that is unique in this region and create a prototype of a regenerative economy at such a large scale. So that's a little flavor of what we're doing here in Barichara, and my partner Ceci, or Maria Cecilia, does a lot of the work with organizing the workshops in syntropic agroforestry and working with the children's groups, creating educational materials, and communicating and coordinating with groups across the territory. So we just have a lot of great people doing this work, and it's such an honor to share it with all of you.